Now we are going to another part of this particular chapter. The chapter is plant tissues and anatomy, and the part is प्लांट अनाटॉमी. या पर्टिक्युलर चॅप्टरमध्ये आता आपल्याला कुठे जायचं आहे? प्लांट अनाटॉमीमध्ये जायचं आहे. प्लांट अनाटॉमीमध्ये आपल्याला काय काय आहे? रूट अनाटॉमी, स्टेम अनाटॉमी, लीफ अनाटॉमी. रूटमध्ये डायकॉट रूट, मोनोकॉट रूट, स्टेममध्ये डायकॉट स्टेम, मोनोकॉट स्टेम, लीफमध्ये डायकॉट लीफ, मोनोकॉट लीफ. या प्रत्येकाचं आपल्याला काय घ्यायचं आहे? सेक्शन, दॅट इज ट्रान्सवर्स सेक्शन. आणि त्या ट्रान्सवर्स सेक्शनमध्ये आपल्याला त्या रूटमध्ये काय दिसते, स्टेममध्ये काय दिसते, लीफमध्ये काय दिसते, ते इंटरनल ऑब्झर्वेशन करायचं आहे. दॅट इज नथिंग बट इट इज कॉल्ड एज anatomy. So the branch of the biology which deals with the study of internal organization or internal observation of that part or specific part, it is called as anatomy. आणि ती anatomy आपल्याला आता स्टडी करायची आहे, डिस्कस करायची आहे. सगळ्यात पहिल्यांदा आपण anatomy सुरू करू रूटपासून. तर सगळ्यात पहिल्यांदा आपण आता रूट घेतलेलं आहे त्या पर्टिक्युलर डायकॉट प्लांटचं. हे अंडरग्राऊंड पार्ट आहे. या अंडरग्राऊंड पार्टचा म्हणजे रूटचा टीएस घेतलेला आहे. म्हणजे कोणता सेक्शन घेतला आहे? ट्रान्सवर्स सेक्शन घेतला आहे. आणि तो ट्रान्सवर्स सेक्शन आपल्याला मायक्रोस्कोपमध्ये कसा दिसतो ते ऑब्झर्व करायचं आहे. तर आता ही डायग्राम आहे. या डायग्राममध्ये सगळे आयडियाज क्लिअर होईल की डायकॉट रूटमध्ये काय काय असणार. चला मी आता अनाटॉमी एक्सप्लेन करतो. The dicot root in transverse section shows the presence of following characteristics or following features. It shows the presence of outermost layer. That outermost layer it is called as epidermis. The epidermis of the root it is called as epiblema. The epidermis of the root it is called as epiblema. The function of this particular epiblema is protection. That gives protection to the root. म्हणजे indirectly हे जर रूट असेल अंडरग्राउंड आणि याचा मी जर टीएस घेतला असेल तर सगळ्यात बाहेर जे कव्हर असेल तर त्या कव्हरला काय म्हणतो आपण? इपिब्लेमा. म्हणजे या सगळ्यात बाहेरच्या इपिब्लेमाचं फंक्शन काय असेल? याच्या आतमध्ये बाकीचे रूटचे बाकीचे सेल्स आहे. म्हणजे इपिब्लेमाचं काय फंक्शन असेल? द फंक्शन ऑफ द इपिब्लेमा इज टू प्रोटेक्ट द रूट. Protect the root. Some of the cells of the epidermis they grow and they develop unicellular structures, and this particular unicellular structures they are called as root hairs. The function of the root hair is to absorb water and minerals from the soil. त्याच्यानंतर below this particular epidermis there is presence of a large tissue that is called as a cortex. This particular cortex it is made up of parenchymatous cells, where this particular parenchymatous cell shows the presence of intercellular spaces. The outermost layer of this particular cortex it is called as exodermis, and the innermost layer of this particular cortex it is called as endodermis. की इथून इथपर्यंत जर कॉर्टेक्स असेल तर या कॉर्टेक्सच्या बाहेरच्या लेअरला काय म्हणतात? तर एक्झोडर्मिस. पण आतमधल्या लेअरला काय म्हणतात? तर एंडोडर्मिस. म्हणजे इनडायरेक्टली ही एक्झोडर्मिस आहे आणि ही एंडोडर्मिस आहे. दिस पर्टिक्युलर एंडोडर्मिस shows the presence of strips, shows the presence of bands. Bands are called as the Casparian bands. They are called as Casparian bands, and that is due to presence of or deposition of substance. That particular substance it is called as a suberin. म्हणजे ही एक्झोडर्मिस आणि ही एंडोडर्मिस जर कम्पेअर केली तर या एंडोडर्मिसला स्ट्रिप्स असतात. म्हणजे इनडायरेक्टली अशा जर स्ट्रिप्स असेल तर त्यांना म्हणतो आपण कॅस्पॅरियन स्ट्रिप्स. यांना काय म्हणतो? कॅस्पॅरियन स्ट्रिप्स. आणि ह्या कॅस्पॅरियन स्ट्रिप्स का असतात? तर देर इज प्रेझन्स ऑफ अ सबस्टन्स. दॅट पर्टिक्युलर सबस्टन्स इट इज कॉल्ड एज अ सुबेरिन. बट टुवर्ड्स द xylem this particular endodermis it do not show the presence of strips. So that particular strips it is called as a Casparian strips. The function of this particular cortex is to store the food material and water. की इथून इथपर्यंत जर हे कॉर्टेक्स असेल तर या कॉर्टेक्सच्या पेरेन्कायमॅटस सेलचं फंक्शन काय असेल? तर वॉटर आणि फूड स्टोअर करणे. त्याच्या पुढे within this particular endodermis there is presence of a single layer. That particular layer it is called as a pericycle. The function of this particular pericycle is to bound the vascular bundle. या पेरिसायकलच्या आत वॉस्क्युलर बंडल्स आहे. आता ह्या वॉस्क्युलर बंडल्सला बाउंड करणं, एका ठिकाणी धरून ठेवणे हे कोणाचं काम असतं? या लेअरचं. दॅट लेअर इट इज कॉल्ड एज pericycle, and within this particular pericycle now there is presence of vascular bundles. there is presence of vascular bundle. He xylem, he phloem, he xylem, he phloem, he xylem, he phloem, he xylem, he phloem. The xylem, it is a water conducting tissue. The phloem, it is a food conducting tissue. The xylem and phloem together, it is called as a vascular bundle, and this particular vascular bundle, when it is present in a ring, that is called as a steel. That is called as steel. तर या पेरिसायकलच्या आतमध्ये काय प्रेझेंट आहे, वॉस्क्युलर बंडल्स, अँड दिस पर्टिक्युलर वॉस्क्युलर बंडल, इफ दे आर ऑब्झर्व्ड, दे आर प्रेझेंट इन नंबर ऑफ 2 to 6. प्रेझेंट इन नंबर ऑफ 2 to 6. म्हणजे वॉस्क्युलर बंडल 1 असेल, हे 2 असेल, हे 3 असेल, तर मिनिमम 2 असेल, मॅक्झिमम 6 असेल. 2 असेल तर त्याला डायआर्च म्हणतात, 3 असेल तर ट्रायआर्च म्हणतात, 4 असेल तर टेट्राआर्च म्हणतात, 5 असेल तर पेंटार्च म्हणतात, आणि 6 असेल तर हेक्झार्च म्हणतात. सो द वॉस्क्युलर बंडल इन दिस पर्टिक्युलर डायकॉट रूट, इट इज फ्रॉम डायआर्च टू हेक्झार्च, diarch to the hexarch, where this particular vascular bundle shows the presence of two different types of conducting tissue. The one, it is called as phloem, the another, it is called as a xylem, where the smaller elements of xylem, they are present towards outside, and the larger elements of this particular xylem, they are present towards inside. परत सांगतो, the smaller elements of the xylem, they are present outside, and larger elements, they are present towards inside. Larger elements, they are called as a metaxylem, and the smaller elements, they are called as a protoxylem. If smaller elements are present towards outside, such particular xylem, it is called as exarch. That xylem, it is called as exarch. So this is called as xylem, 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 and this is called as phloem, 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 phloem. आता इथे 1 2 3 4 चार जर वॉस्क्युलर बंडल दिसत असेल त्याला काय म्हणू आपण, टेट्राआर्च. बट in between this particular xylem and phloem, there is presence of a parenchymatous tissue. That parenchymatous tissue, it is called as a conjunctive tissue. That is called as conjunctive tissue, and in the center of this particular vascular bundle or steel, there is presence of a parenchymatous tissue, which either shows the presence of intercellular spaces or intercellular spaces are absent. Such particular tissue which is present in the center, it is called as a pith. Such parenchymatous tissue which is present in the center of this particular root, it is called as a pith. So thus this particular dicot root in anatomy shows the presence of epidermis, इथून इथपर्यंत cortex, third pericycle, the another is steel or vascular bundles, and the another, it is a pith. Another, it is the pith. But this particular root, it is a young root. At maturity, in between this particular xylem and phloem, there is presence of a tissue or development of tissue. That tissue, it is called as a cambium. That tissue, it is called as cambium, and that particular cambium, that develops the, or that shows the secondary growth, that increases the thickness of the root. That increases the thickness of the root. मी आता काय म्हटलं की या झायलेम फ्लोएमच्या मध्ये एक टिश्यू नंतर डेव्हलप होतो. दॅट टिश्यू, इट इज कॉल्ड एज कॅम्बियम, आणि त्या कॅम्बियममुळे आतला टिश्यू वाढतो. आणि असं जर आतला टिश्यू जर वाढत असेल, म्हणजे झायलेम फ्लोएम जर वाढत असेल, तर इनडायरेक्टली दॅट इन्क्रीजेस द गर्थ और दॅट इन्क्रीजेस द थिकनेस ऑफ दॅट पर्टिक्युलर रूट, अँड व्हेन दॅट पर्टिक्युलर थिकनेस ऑफ द रूट, इफ इट इन्क्रीजेस, that is now called as the secondary growth. That is not now called as secondary growth. So this is the anatomy of the dicot root. This is the anatomy of the dicot root. The another anatomy is the anatomy of monocot root. याच्या पहिल्यांदा काय पाहिलं आपण, डायकॉट रूटची anatomy, टीएस ऑफ डायकॉट रूट. आता आपल्याला जायचं आहे टीएस ऑफ मोनोकॉट रूट. चला या डायग्राम मध्ये आयडिया क्लिअर होईल बघा. The TS of monocot root shows the presence of various characteristic features. They are the epidermis, the cortex, the endodermis, the pericycle, the vascular bundles, and the pith. The various parts of this particular root are the epidermis, the cortex, the pericycle, the vascular bundles, and the pith. Okay. आता एक एक पार्ट आपण एक्सप्लेन करू. The outermost layer of this particular root in monocot, again it is single layered. The function is protection. It is called as epiblema. It is called as epiblema. Some of the epidermal cells, they grow out, and this particular unicellular structures, they are called as root hairs. The function of the root hair is to absorb water and minerals from the soil, and the function of this particular epiblema is protection. Below this particular epiblema, there is presence of multi-layered zone or tissue, that is called as a cortex. This particular cortex, it is made up of parenchymatous cells, where this particular parenchymatous cells, they show the presence of intercellular spaces. They show the presence of intercellular spaces. The outermost layer of this particular cortex, it is called as the exodermis, and the innermost layer of this particular cortex, it is called as the endodermis. The function of this particular cortex is to store the food and water. Within this particular endodermis, there is presence of single layer. That layer, it is called as a pericycle. The function of this particular pericycle is to bound the vascular bundles present within it. म्हणजे या पेरिसायकलचं फंक्शन काय की याच्या आतमध्ये जे वॉस्क्युलर बंडल्स आहे, झायलेम फ्लोएम आहे, त्याला बाउंड करून ठेवायचं काम कोण करतो तर पेरिसायकल. अँड विदिन दिस पर्टिक्युलर पेरिसायकल नाउ देअर आर vascular bundles, and the number of this particular vascular bundles, it is always more than 6. That is now called as a polyarch. डायकॉट मध्ये कसं होतं 2 to 6, त्याला काय म्हणत होतो आपण डायआर्च टू हेक्साआर्च. पण या मोनोकॉट मध्ये ऑब्झर्व केलेलं असेल तर तो एक मेन डिफरन्स आहे की इन मोनोकॉट दिस पर्टिक्युलर वॉस्क्युलर बंडल्स आर पॉलीआर्च. देर इज प्रेझेन्स ऑफ मोर दॅन 6 वॉस्क्युलर बंडल्स. म्हणजे इनडायरेक्टली हे झायलेम फ्लोएम आहे, झायलेम फ्लोएम आहे, झायलेम फ्लोएम आहे, झायलेम फ्लोएम आहे. तर 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 6 पेक्षा जास्त असेल तर दॅट इज कॉल्ड एज पॉलीआर्च. That is called as polyarch. Again, in between this particular xylem and phloem, there is presence of a tissue, that parenchymatous tissue. It is called as conjunctive tissue. That is called as conjunctive tissue. Again, the xylem of this particular monocot root is exarch, where the protoxylem is present towards the outside and the metaxylem is present towards the center. And in the center of this particular root, there is presence of a parenchymatous tissue. That parenchymatous tissue, it is called as a pith. The characteristic feature of this particular pith in monocot root is that this particular pith, of course, it is made up of parenchymatous tissue, but it is larger than डायकॉट रूट. म्हणजे डायकॉट मध्ये हे जर पीथ एवढं असेल म्हणजे कमी असेल तर या मोनोकॉट मध्ये हेच पीथ जर असेल तर मोठं असणार. म्हणजे डिफरन्स काय दिसतो डायकॉट रूट आणि मोनोकॉट रूट मध्ये? तर डायकॉट मध्ये जे वॉस्क्युलर बंडल्स आहे ते डायआर्च टू हेक्साआर्च आहे. मोनोकॉट मध्ये जर ऑब्झर्व केलं असेल तर ते पॉलीआर्च आहे, म्हणजे 6 पेक्षा जास्त आहे. 2 डायकॉट मध्ये हेच पीथ जर ऑब्झर्व केलेलं असेल तर ते स्मॉल साइज्ड आहे, पण हेच मोनोकॉट मध्ये जर पाहिलेलं असेल तर ते पीथ कसं आहे तर लार्ज साइज्ड आहे. द अनदर व्हेरी इंटरेस्टिंग अँड इम्पॉर्टंट डिफरन्स बिटवीन द डायकॉट अँड द मोनोकॉट इज इन केस ऑफ मोनोकॉट, in between this particular xylem and phloem, there is absence of cambium. And due to absence of cambium between this particular xylem and phloem in monocot, this particular monocot root do not show secondary growth. मोनोकॉट मध्ये ते पर्टिक्युलर रूट असेल तर सेकंडरी ग्रोथ म्हणजे इनडायरेक्टली थिकनेस आपल्याला शो करणार नाही, कारण या झायलमच्या आणि फ्लोएमच्या मध्ये तो टिश्यूज अब्सेंट आहे. दॅट पर्टिक्युलर टिश्यू इट इज कॉल्ड एज cambium. So this is the anatomy of this particular monocot root. So finally, this particular monocot root shows the presence of epidermis, cortex, endodermis, pericycle, vascular bundles, and centrally located parenchymatous tissue. It is called as a pith. That is called as a pith. So this is the anatomy of the monocot root. The another part is anatomy of stem. आता इथे आपल्याला काय करायचं आहे, डायकॉट स्टेम त्याचा ट्रान्सवर्स सेक्शन घ्यायचा आहे, मोनोकॉट स्टेम त्याचं पण ट्रान्सवर्स सेक्शन घ्यायचं आहे. पहिल्यांदा घेऊ आपण डायकॉट स्टेम. म्हणजे स्टडी करायचं आहे आपल्याला टीएस ऑफ डायकॉट स्टेम. डायग्राम मधून पहा. इन ट्रान्सवर्स सेक्शन दिस पर्टिक्युलर डायकॉट स्टेम, डायकॉट म्हणजे पी, ग्राम, ग्राउंडनट, सनफ्लावर असे जे प्लांट्स आहे, या पर्टिक्युलर प्लांट्सला काय म्हणतो आपण डायकॉट. सो इन डायकॉट स्टेम or in transverse section, the dicot stem, it shows the presence of outermost protective covering or layer. That layer it is called as the epidermis. The function of this particular epidermis is protection. काय म्हटलं की या पर्टिक्युलर डायकॉट स्टेमचा मी जेव्हा सेक्शन घेतलं त्यावेळेस त्या पर्टिक्युलर डायकॉट स्टेम मध्ये सगळ्यात बाहेर एक सिंगल लेयर दिसली. दॅट पर्टिक्युलर लेयर इट इज कॉल्ड एज epidermis. The function of this particular epidermis is protection, but this particular epidermis, it shows the presence of multicellular outgrowths. And this particular multicellular outgrowths, they are called as the trichomes. दे आर कॉल्ड ॲज ट्रायकॉम्स. असे आउटग्रोथ आपल्याला रूटवर पण दिसले. ते कसे होते? युनिसेल्युलर होते. त्यांना काय म्हटलं होतं? रूट हेअर. इथे पण तसेच आउटग्रोथ्स आहे, पण हे आउटग्रोथ कसे आहे? मल्टीसेल्युलर आहे. सच पर्टिक्युलर मल्टीसेल्युलर आउटग्रोथ विच आर प्रेझेंट ऑन द स्टेम, they are called as the trichomes. So the function of this particular trichome and epidermis is protection. Is protection. Below this particular epidermis, there is presence of a large zone that is called as cortex. That is called as cortex. ही epidermis जर सोडली तर इथून तर इथपर्यंत जेवढा पार्ट असेल, that particular thing it is called as the cortex. But this particular cortex, in dicot, it is differentiated into three zones: the outer cortex, the middle cortex, and the inner cortex. The outer cortex, it is called as the hypodermis. The middle cortex, it is called as the general cortex, and the inner cortex, it is called as the endodermis. The outer cortex, which is called as a hypodermis, is situated below the epidermis, is multi-layered, or it is a 3 to 5 layered, and it is made up of cells. The cells are called as the cholenchymatous cells. These cholenchymatous cells, they do not show the presence of intercellular spaces. म्हणजे काय म्हटलं मी की या एपिडर्मिसच्या खाली जी कॉर्टेक्स आहे, जी 3 to 5 लेयर्ड आहे, त्याला काय म्हणतो आपण? हायपोडर्मिस. की ज्या हायपोडर्मिस मध्ये कोणते सेल्स प्रेझेंट आहे? कोलेनकायमॅटस सेल्स प्रेझेंट, अँड these कोलेनकायमॅटस cells, they do not show the presence of intercellular spaces. Below this particular hypodermis, there is presence of another large cortex that is called as the general cortex. That general cortex, it is made up of parenchymatous cells, and these parenchymatous cells, they show the presence of intercellular spaces. They show the presence of intercellular spaces, and the innermost layer of this particular cortex, it is called as endodermis, where this particular cells of the endodermis, they are barrel shaped, they are elongated, they are barrel shaped. So the hypodermis, the general cortex, and the endodermis together, it is called as the cortex. Together it is called as cortex. Within this particular cortex, there is presence of a stele. There is presence of a stele, म्हणजे group of vascular bundles, it is called as stele. The outermost layer of that particular stele, it is called as a pericycle. It is called as pericycle. Indirectly, the stele of this particular dicot stem, it shows the presence of pericycle, vascular bundle, and pith. पेरिसायकल इथून इथपर्यंतचा पार्ट म्हणजे वॉस्क्युलर बंडल, आणि सेंटर मधला पार्ट म्हणजे पीथ. म्हणजे पेरिसायकल प्लस वॉस्क्युलर बंडल प्लस पीथ, टुगेदर इट इज कॉल्ड एज अ स्टील. Together it is called as stele. So stele of this particular dicot stem shows the presence of outermost layer. That outermost layer, it is called as a pericycle. Usually this particular pericycle, it is single layered, but in sunflower this particular pericycle is multi-layered, 2 to 3 layered. So that layer, it is called as a pericycle. Again, the function of this particular pericycle is to bound the vascular bundles, and within this particular pericycle, there is presence of vascular bundles, where this particular vascular bundles, it is made up of three different types of tissues or elements. They are the phloem, cambium, and the xylem. इथे फ्लोएम दाखवलेला आहे, इथे कॅम्बियम दाखवलेला आहे, आणि हा जो दाखवलेला आहे हा काय आहे? झायलेम आहे. आणि याच्या फ्लोएमच्या बाहेर जे दिसत आहे याला काय म्हणतो आपण? पेरिसायकल. So this is called as a vascular bundle. So vascular bundle, it shows the presence of phloem, xylem, and cambium. When this particular vascular bundle, it shows the presence of a cambium, that particular vascular bundle, it is called as open type of vascular bundle. It is called as open type of vascular bundle. Open. म्हणजे या पर्टिक्युलर वॉस्क्युलर बंडलमध्ये फ्लोएम आणि झायलमच्या मध्ये जर कॅम्बियम प्रेझेंट असेल त्याला काय म्हणतात? ओपन टाइप ऑफ वॉस्क्युलर बंडल. सो वॉस्क्युलर बंडल इन डायकॉट स्टेम, इट इज कंजॉइंट, कोलॅटरल, अँड ओपन. Conjoined, collateral, and open, where this particular xylem, if it is observed, the larger elements which are called as metaxylem are present towards the outer side, and protoxylem is present towards the center. Such particular xylem, it is called as endarch. It is called as endarch. So in between this particular phloem and the xylem, there is presence of a tissue. That particular tissue, it is called as a cambium. The function of this particular cambium is to add more phloem cells towards the phloem side and more xylem elements towards the xylem side. Indirectly, this particular cambium, it increases the girth or thickness of the stem. It increases the girth or thickness of the stem, and in the center of this particular dicot stem, there is presence of a tissue, the parenchymatous tissue with conspicuous intercellular spaces. That particular tissue, it is called as a pith. That is called as pith. So this is called as a pericycle, this is called as phloem, this is called as a cambium, and this is called as a xylem. The central tissue, it is called as a pith, and all together along with pericycle, it is called as stele. That is called as stele. So thus this particular dicot stem, it shows the presence of outermost layer, that is called as epidermis. Second tissue, it is called as the cortex. Third, it is called as the pericycle. Next, it is called as a vascular bundle. Another, it is called as the pith. Another, it is called as pith. So the vascular bundle in this particular dicot stem, it is conjoint collateral and open where the xylem is enlarged. Where the xylem is enlarged. The another part is anatomy of monocot stem. आता आपल्याला काय करायचं आहे, मोनोकॉट स्टेम, ज्वार, व्हीट, शुगर केन असे जे प्लांट्स आहेत त्या पर्टिक्युलर प्लांटच्या स्टेमचा टीएस घ्यायचा आपल्याला. दॅट इज कॉल्ड एज अनाटॉमी ऑफ मोनोकॉट स्टेम. म्हणजे इनडायरेक्टली आपल्याला स्टडी काय करायचं आहे, टीएस ऑफ मोनोकॉट स्टेम. चला सेक्शनमध्ये पहा. In transverse section, this particular monocot stem, it shows the presence of outermost layer, single layer. That layer, it is called as epidermis. That is called as epidermis. But this particular epidermis do not show the presence of multicellular structures which are present in dicot. They are called as a trichomes. So in monocot, trichomes are absent. Below this particular epidermis, there is presence of multi-layered hypodermis. That particular hypodermis, it is made up of sclerenchymatous cells. It is made up of dead sclerenchymatous cells. So first layer, it is called as epidermis. The second is called as a hypodermis. And below this particular hypodermis, there is presence of a large parenchymatous tissue. That large parenchymatous tissue forms the zone that is called as a ground tissue. That is called as ground tissue. And in this particular ground tissue, it is made up of cells. The cells are called as the parenchymatous cells with intercellular spaces. And in this particular ground tissue, there are number of vascular bundles. They are scattered in this particular ground tissue. की या पर्टिक्युलर ग्राउंड टिश्यू मध्ये हे आता वॉस्क्युलर बंडल्स प्रेझेंट आहेत, पण हे वॉस्क्युलर बंडल्स स्कॅटर्ड आहे, सगळीकडे प्रेझेंट आहे त्या ग्राउंड टिश्यू मध्ये. मग एक वॉस्क्युलर बंडल कसं आहे, तर ईच वॉस्क्युलर बंडल इट इज सराउंडेड बाय सिंगल लेअर ऑफ सेल्स. द सेल्स आर कॉल्ड ॲज अ स्क्लेरेनकायमा. हे जे कव्हर दिसत आहे हे कुठल्या सेल्स आहे, स्क्लेरेनकायमा. अँड दॅट पर्टिक्युलर कव्हर इट इज कॉल्ड ॲज अ बंडल शीथ. वॉस्क्युलर बंडलचं कव्हरला काय म्हणतो आपण, शीथ. म्हणून दॅट पर्टिक्युलर लेअर ऑफ स्क्लेरेनकायमाटस सेल्स इट इज कॉल्ड एज बंडल शीथ. And within this particular bundle sheath, now there is presence of two different types of conducting tissue. The one it is called as a phloem, the another it is called as a xylem. Thus, this particular vascular bundle, it is conjoint collateral and closed. It is conjoint collateral and closed. Closed का? कारण in between phloem and xylem there is absence of a tissue. That tissue it is called as a cambium. Indirectly cambium present असणे हे कोणाचं कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक आहे, डायकॉट. पण मोनोकॉट मध्ये असं कॅम्बियम नसते. सो बिकॉज देर इज absence of cambium in between this particular xylem and the phloem, this particular stem of monocot do not show secondary growth, or that do not show increase in thickness. So the cover it is called as a bundle sheath. Within this bundle sheath there is presence of two types of conducting tissue. The one it is called as a phloem, the another it is called as a xylem. Where in this particular xylem, metaxylem is present towards the outside and the protoxylem they are present towards the inside. Such particular xylem it is called as endarch. That is called as endarch. And the another characteristic feature of this particular monocot stem is that teeth is absent. कारण हा जो पूर्ण आहे तो सगळा ग्राउंड टिश्यूच आहे. म्हणजे इनडायरेक्टली वॉस्क्युलर बंडल्स रिंगमध्ये असते आणि सेंटरमध्ये पेरेन्कायमॅटस टिश्यू प्रेझेंट असतात, तर त्या पेरेन्कायमॅटस टिश्यूला आपण पीठ म्हटलं असतं. पण या मोनोकॉटमध्ये या ग्राउंड टिश्यूमध्ये सगळीकडे स्कॅटर्ड वॉस्क्युलर बंडल आहे, आपल्याला सेंटर सांगता येत नाही. म्हणून इन केस ऑफ दिस पर्टिक्युलर मोनोकॉट स्टेम, दिस पर्टिक्युलर पीथ इज absent and secondary growth is also absent. Secondary growth का absent? कारण in this particular monocot stem, in between this particular xylem and phloem, there is absence of a tissue. That tissue it is called as cambium. So finally, the monocot stem shows the presence of outermost layer, that is called as epidermis, that do not show the presence of trichome. Below the epidermis, there is presence of a sclerenchymatous zone, that is called as hypodermis. Below this particular hypodermis, there is presence of a large parenchymatous tissue, that is called as the ground tissue, and in that ground tissue there is presence of numerous, many scattered vascular bundles, and the vascular bundles are conjoined, collateral and closed. Closed meaning that in these particular vascular bundles they do not show the presence of cambium. The another part is anatomy of leaf. द अनाटॉमी ऑफ लीफ. आता आपल्याला काय करायचं आहे, लीफच्या अनाटॉमीमध्ये जायचं आहे. लीफ जेव्हा स्टडी करतो त्यावेळेस त्या पर्टिक्युलर लीफचं सेक्शन घेताना TS नाही घेत, त्याचं सेक्शन घेतात VS, दॅट इज व्हर्टिकल सेक्शन. जेव्हा स्टेम होतं त्याचा आपण TS घेतला, रूट होतं त्याचा पण आपण काय घेतला, TS घेतला. पण लीफ जर फ्लॅट असेल तर या पर्टिक्युलर लीफचा VS घेतात, दॅट इज कॉल्ड एज वर्टिकल सेक्शन. म्हणून दोन पार्ट आपल्याला स्टडी करायचे, वर्टिकल सेक्शन ऑफ डायकॉट लीफ अँड वर्टिकल सेक्शन ऑफ मोनोकॉट लीफ. तर डायकॉट लीफमध्ये जर ऑब्झर्व केलेलं असेल तर ही आहे डॉर्सल साईड आणि ही आहे व्हेंट्रल साईड. लीफच्या आतमध्ये सेक्शनमध्ये जेव्हा जातो त्यावेळेस डॉर्सल साईडला आणि व्हेंट्रल साईडला दोन पार्ट वेगवेगळे दिसतात. असं जर लीफ असेल तर दॅट पर्टिक्युलर लीफ इट इज कॉल्ड ॲज अ डॉर्सी व्हेंट्रल लीफ. सो इन मोस्ट ऑफ द डायकॉट प्लांट्स द लीफ इज डॉर्सी व्हेंट्रल. द लीफ इज डॉर्सी व्हेंट्रल. तर या लीफचं आपल्याला सेक्शन ऑब्झर्व करायचं आहे. दिस इज द वर्टिकल सेक्शन ऑफ डायकॉट लीफ. ओके. So this particular leaf in vertical section shows the presence of epidermis. There are two epidermis, the upper epidermis and the lower epidermis. The upper epidermis is single layered, the lower epidermis is also single layered. The upper epidermis, it is covered by waxy coating. That waxy coating it is called as a cuticle. The lower epidermis also it shows the presence of a waxy coating. That waxy coating again it is called as a cuticle. That is called as a cuticle, where the cells of the upper epidermis, they are the elongated cells or they are the barrel shaped cells, where the cells of this particular lower epidermis, they are the rectangular cells. And the lower epidermis usually shows the presence of many openings. These particular openings, they are for exchange of gases. Such particular openings, they are called as a stomata. And just below this particular opening or stomata there is presence of a space. That space it is called as air space. That air space it is also called as stomatal chamber. So the function of this particular upper epidermis and lower epidermis in leaf is protection. In between this particular upper epidermis and lower epidermis there is presence of a green tissue. That green tissue it is called as a mesophyll. Mesophyll tissue, where in dicot this particular इथून तर इथपर्यंत mesophyll. So in dicot the tissue it is called as a mesophyll tissue, but this particular mesophyll tissue it is differentiated into two different types of cells. The two different types of cells are palisade parenchyma and the spongy parenchyma. They are the palisade parenchyma and the spongy parenchyma. So the palisade parenchyma and the spongy parenchyma together it is called as a mesophyll. मग आता आपल्याला पाहायचं आहे की palisade कसं असतं आणि spongy. The palisade parenchyma cells, they are the elongated cells. They are the vertically elongated cells. They do not show the presence of intercellular spaces or the cells are compactly arranged. These particular cells, they show the presence of numerous chloroplasts. Hence, these particular cells of the palisade parenchyma, they take part in the process of photosynthesis. So, vertically elongated cells, they are compactly arranged. They are present towards the upper epidermis. That parenchyma it is called as the palisade parenchyma. And towards the lower epidermis, there is presence of loosely arranged cells. These cells show the presence of intercellular spaces. The parenchyma, it is called as a spongy parenchyma. The cells of the spongy parenchyma again show the presence of numerous chloroplasts, and they also take part in the process of photosynthesis. म्हणजे हा पण पेरेंकायमा आहे, हा पण पेरेंकायमा आहे. इथले सेल्स कॉम्पॅक्टली अरेंज आहे, इथले सेल्स लूज आहे. जर कॉम्पॅक्टली अरेंज असेल तर दॅट इज कॉल्ड ॲज अ पॅलिसेड पेरेंकायमा. जर लूज असेल तर दॅट इज कॉल्ड ॲज अ स्पॉन्जी पेरेंकायमा. अँड इन दिस पर्टिक्युलर मेसोफिल टिश्यू देर आर नंबर ऑफ वॉस्क्युलर बंडल्स. There are number of vascular bundles, but every vascular bundle or each vascular bundle, it is surrounded by covering of the parenchymatous cells. That particular covering, it is called as a bundle sheath. That is called as bundle sheath, and within this particular bundle sheath there is presence of two elements of the vascular bundle. The one, it is called as xylem, the another is called as phloem. Where the xylem, it is a water conducting tissue, the phloem, it is a food conducting tissue. The xylem is present towards the upper epidermis and the phloem is present towards the lower epidermis. Xylem is present towards the upper epidermis and the phloem is present towards the lower epidermis, and the function of this particular leaf in that particular plant is to take part in the process of photosynthesis and elimination of excess of water in the form of vapors. The process, it is called as the transpiration through openings. The openings are called as stomata. म्हणजे इथल्या क्लोरोप्लास्टच्या हेल्पने फोटोसिंथेसिस व्हायचं आणि या स्टोमॅटाच्या हेल्पने गॅसेसचं बॅलन्स मेंटेन करायचं. ऑक्सिजन आणि कार्बन डायऑक्साईड आणि एक्सेस ऑफ वॉटर प्लांटकडे असेल तर ते इव्हॅपोरेट करायचं. दॅट प्रोसेस, इट इज कॉल्ड एज ट्रान्सपिरेशन. सो फायनली द लीफ, the dicot leaf in vertical section shows the presence of two epidermis, the upper epidermis and lower epidermis. In between upper and lower epidermis there is presence of a tissue. That tissue, it is called as a mesophyll. In the mesophyll there is presence of a part that is called as vascular bundle, and vascular bundle, it shows the presence of two conducting tissue. The one, it is called as xylem towards the upper epidermis, the another, it is called as phloem towards the lower epidermis. The another part is anatomy of monocot leaf. शुगरकेन, ज्वार, व्हीट, राईस हे जे प्लांट्स आहे ना, या प्लांट्सला काय म्हणतो आपण, मोनोकॉट. आणि या पर्टिक्युलर प्लांटचं कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक आहे की त्यांचं लीफ असेल तर ते दोन्ही साईडला इल्युमिनेट होते. म्हणजे त्या पर्टिक्युलर लीफला दोन्ही साईडला लीफच्या दोन्ही साईडला लाईट सारखा मिळतो. म्हणून जे अप्पर साईडला असते टिश्यू तेच लोअर साईडला असते. सच पर्टिक्युलर लीफ when in anatomy shows similar structure towards the upper epidermis as well as towards the lower epidermis. That particular leaf, it is called as isobilateral. That is called as isobilateral. Dicot मध्ये कसं होतं की upper epidermis ला palisade parenchyma, lower epidermis ला spongy parenchyma. तसं असेल तर त्याला काय म्हणतो आपण, dorsiventral leaf. पण या पर्टिक्युलर मोनोकॉट मध्ये डॉर्सल साईडला जो टिश्यू प्रेझेंट आहे तोच व्हेंट्रल साईडला टिश्यू प्रेझेंट आहे. म्हणून such particular leaf in case of this particular monocot, it is called as isobilateral leaf. That is called as isobilateral leaf. आणि या पर्टिक्युलर व्हीटच्या, राईसच्या लीफचा मी जर असा सेक्शन घेतला तर दॅट इज वर्टिकल सेक्शन. सो द वर्टिकल सेक्शन ऑफ दिस पर्टिक्युलर monocot leaf shows the presence of coverings. The coverings are called as epidermis. The epidermis, there are two. They are the upper epidermis and the lower epidermis. The upper epidermis is single layered. The lower epidermis is single layered. Both upper and lower epidermis, they are made up of parenchymatous cells. Made up of parenchymatous cells as well. Both these particular epidermis, they show the presence of deposition of wax, so that is called as a cuticle. The function of this particular cuticle and the epidermis is protection. The characteristic feature of this particular monocot leaf is that both the upper epidermis as well as the lower epidermis, they show the presence of openings. The openings are called as stomata. The openings are called as stomata. In this particular upper epidermis, there is presence of some large sized or barrel shaped cells. They are called as bulliform cells. They are called as bulliform cells. These particular bulliform cells, which are present in upper epidermis and lower epidermis, they help in rolling of the leaf. They help in rolling of the leaf. Again, in between upper epidermis and the lower epidermis, there is presence of a green tissue. That particular green tissue, it is called as a mesophyll tissue. That is called as mesophyll tissue. But this particular mesophyll tissue, It is not differentiated into palisade parenchyma and spongy parenchyma, where in case of this particular monocot, this particular mesophyll tissue is uniform and all the cells are same. All the cells are parenchymatous cells. They show the presence of number of chloroplasts and they take part in the process of photosynthesis as well. These particular cells, they show the presence of intercellular spaces. They show the presence of intercellular spaces, and in the same mesophyll tissue there is presence of number of vascular bundles, and all these particular vascular bundles are conjoint, collateral and closed, where this particular vascular bundle shows the presence of a covering that is called as the bundle sheath, and within the bundle sheath there is presence of two conducting tissue. The one it is called as xylem, the another it is called as phloem. So such vascular bundle it is called as a conjoint, collateral and closed. Conjoint, collateral and closed. So this is the anatomy of this particular leaf in case of monocot. So finally the monocot leaf shows the presence of two epidermis. In between two epidermis there is presence of a tissue green. That green tissue it is called as mesophyll, which is not differentiated. All the cells which are present in this particular mesophyll, they are similar. They show the presence of intercellular spaces. They show the presence of chloroplast. They take part in the process of photosynthesis. And in this particular mesophyll tissue, finally there is presence of number of vascular bundles. So this is the anatomy, where in case of this particular anatomy of monocot leaf, from upper epidermis if it is observed, or from lower epidermis if this particular leaf it is observed, structurally it is same. Hence this particular leaf it is called as isobilateral leaf. It is called as isobilateral leaf.